All right, guys, it is Thanksgiving Eve. Actually, here it's really, really deep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Just turned 4 o'clock in the morning. It is Thanksgiving. I have a turkey cooking right now, and I needed to stay up to get the turkey cooking, so it would be cook a few hours. So when my wife wakes up, she can work on it then, and then I can wake up a certain number of hours later and work on it while she's still at work, and then we can work on it together when we're all home later in the day. So happy Thanksgiving for everybody. This video will be probably up for you guys. It'll be up for you guys before it's Thanksgiving for most people here, except for my good buddies in Australia. And I realize that you're not celebrating Thanksgiving there, but it's not a holiday here either, but we're still celebrating. And no matter what, you can always take one good day a year and sit down with your family and really give serious thanks to whatever it is you're thankful for. So I did want to update you guys. I'm way behind on video editing. Actually, I don't have that many videos to edit. I think I posted the videos that I posted the other day were actually from like 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, because it was the sets of 8s on box squats. And since then, I've done 5s and 3s. I did 3s today. So basically what happened is shortly after the 5 sets of 8 that I did on box squats, I was so sore after that training session. My entire body was just sore. Everything, every connective tissue through my pelvis, my ribs, everything is sore. I don't know why people think that, you know, like I've been training for 30 years. I don't know, and I've been doing strongman for 20 years. I don't know why people think, you know, hey, he just doesn't get sore anymore. And then there's always, you know, the idea. I'm really open about anabolic use, and people think, he uses gear, he doesn't get sore. Man, I get painfully sore. Painfully sore. What happens? I trained on that Wednesday, box squats, 5 sets of 8. And I knew I was going to have some issues recovering, so I shut things down a little bit. The plan was to do stones the next night. It was not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. So I believe it was the night after that. I sat down and thought I was going to train stones. Did stones, and it was really, really bad and rough because I was so sore. But I only did the minimum on stones. And I thought, you know what? That's just going to make me feel better. And I was wrong. I was wrong. I felt even worse. I felt like old, dead, dry tree branches that are just being snapped everywhere. And that just absolutely killed me for several days. And I ended up taking off log press, deadlift, sandbag day on that Sunday. So you know it's bad when I take off log press, deadlift, and Atlas Stone sandbag day. And I got to feeling more guilty throughout the week. The more that, you know, I miss those days, I always end up feeling really guilty that I missed the training session. You know, I'm lazy. I can make it up tomorrow. So Monday came around, and I thought through the day, you know what, I'll get up there and you know, I'll do it later on tonight. And it was just, you know, I had so much work. And then by the time it got to be an option, it was really, really late. And mentally, I was just fried. And physically fried. Tuesday, I remember telling my wife, you know, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to at least log press. And she said, yeah, you know, whatever, just be smart. You know, you got to recover because you got to squat tomorrow. And I went downstairs and I think mentally I was just worn out. And I've had some really, really good days with my son lately, both of them. They've not been difficult, and I spent that entire weekend enjoying the time with my kids all day. Wake up, spend time with them. There was no preparation for training. I didn't stuff myself with food. I had been at the point to where every day I had to have a nap. Like no matter, you know, I wake up, I'm running, picking up the kids. I come back home, and I want to sleep immediately. You know, within an hour and a half after waking up, I want to sleep again. But I don't have that option. And then at some point in the afternoon, evening, I don't have a choice. By that point, I have to close my eyes. It might be 20 minutes, it might be 40 minutes, it might be 2 hours, but I have to close my eyes. And I was at that point to where every single day that's exactly what I had to do. I got to the gym on that Wednesday, went through my 5 sets of 5. Again, got very, very sore, but I skipped the good mornings after. I skipped the glute ham raises after, and I took my deadlift bar with me in my car. I drive a small car, so the top was down, so only way I could get it to the gym. And I hit my deadlift numbers, and it's so much easier to deadlift in my gym than it is here at home. The music, the space, the mental part of it. I can drop the bar if I need to. But it went great. And then I also did super yoke and frame carry. And that went really, really well. So the plan was the next night, to be on Thursday, I would load stones, and I have a long series. It would be one of my most difficult weeks. Had a long series of stones to do, or sandbags, depending on weather. I was going to do sandbags, but they were calling for rain. So when I came home, I carried my sandbags from where they are in the driveway to where I needed to put them on the back porch. Because if worse comes to worse, I could load them on top of the reverse hyper, or just train them on the back porch in the air. So carrying those, my hamstrings just completely locked up, so did the rest of my body. Thursday, I was nice and sore. Friday, I had planned to make up that training session and just didn't. I was sore, and again, just mentally thinking, I don't really want to do this. And that's a bad thing. It's a bad place to be. But it's good to recognize it. When you're at that point that you don't want to do this, recognize it and don't do it. Or find a great option. And there was no great option. I just didn't want to do it. So I took the weekend again. And on Sunday, I got ready, began early. I did my log press numbers. Every time. Did my log press numbers, got my deadlift numbers. Floor press went really, really well. Didn't use chains because the neighbors, they're complaining. Actually, I just didn't use chains because I didn't feel like setting them up, and I wanted to fly through the training session. Floor press went really, 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 really well. And then I went outside to do Atlas stones, and at the time, I didn't think it went really well, but looking back on the training session, I got everything that I needed and more. It was a huge PR, my Atlas Stone training session was. So it felt hard. I did a lot of events in a short period of time, and they all came out great, so I can't complain. I did have to stop training, run upstairs. After that, I left everything out. Stones left outside, deadlift bar laying in the middle of the living room floor, and get my kids in the bath and bed, and then go out and put everything away. And I finished up with some reverse hypers and triceps and lats and things like that. I've rested Monday, Tuesday. My training partner's come over a few times, and he's basically stayed the night because we have curfew at 8 every night. So he's stayed pretty much until 5 in the morning, and then drove home. And then I went to the gym today, Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, and I did my box squat, 7 sets of 3. Last set was a set of 5. It was hard work. It was good work. It was not speed, but I was able to dig in and get every single rep that I needed. I tried some new exercises, did my hamstring work, got some great video of a couple new exercises for you guys to try as well. And it was sprinkling rain, and I don't want to go out in the rock and mud and do super yoke and frame carry in the muddy rock that we train on there. So I skipped that. And here we are. But, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not posting videos or there's something, bad going wrong. I just, got worn down, and I'm finally accepting that I'm going to have to pull back. It puts me off course a little bit, just a little bit, because I've been using the accessories to build the core lifts. And I haven't been able to sit down and have serious accessory sessions. So today I got a ton of hamstring work, and the last couple of days before going to bed, I've been knocking out 100 reps of triceps and 150 reps of lats every single night. So I'm hoping the hamstring, triceps, and lat work will carry over to everything. But I have not required a nap this week. I'm feeling much better. So I'm hoping that's me turning things around and getting back on the right track. So the plan tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Training partner is going to come over and enjoy it with us. So depending on when we can get the turkey cooked and all the food cooked, my wife's going to go pick up sweet potatoes tomorrow, making green bean casserole, ranch dressing. And I know that sounds trivial to you guys, but we don't have any of that here. Sweet potato, it's sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, turkeys. Oh my man, if you only knew what we had to go through to get a turkey. That was serious. Ranch dressing is not here. So for us to have ranch dressing at our table is huge. But it's important to me. It's important to my wife. It's important for to her that our kids get to experience those little American sides of who they are. So really thankful for that young lady. She's really amazing. But get through that. It's supposed to be sandbag day. We got the 90 kilogram sandbag. I really need to get somewhere around 3 sets of 45 seconds work is what I need. But I can easily take that off and then do that Friday. And then I will still be able to come back on Sunday and at least do log press and deadlift with the option to do stones after that. So, but give me a couple of days, guys, and my hopes and dreams are to get caught up on video with you guys, let's say before Sunday rolls around. That would be ideal. So I only have a few videos. I only trained a few times, so I've only got a few videos that I really need to edit. They just require a lot of editing, and I've done just a ridiculous amount of client work and videos and photos just for clients. That way, people losing the gyms closing, trying to find ways that they can still make progress. And then there's an online contest in the UK that I'm doing, and most of my clients, almost all of my clients are doing as well. December the 20th. So, it's training for the online contest, trying to find events that will fit, weights that will fit, and how every person from, the world's strongest woman over 50 to someone who doesn't even have the implements, much less use the implements before, and they all want to find a way to fit into this contest. So we're having a good time making that happen. If you want to do this contest, just send me a message down below or type down below. I'll find a way to put a link somewhere. There's no age group. There's no male or female. There's no weight classes. There are 5 levels, and you pick which level that you want to do. I'm level 4. I'm not level 5. I don't think I'm healthy enough to do level 5. And if you don't have all the implements, if you don't have the weights, if you can't use the weights for your level, doesn't matter. This is online. It's just for fun. We'll just get out and do it and have fun. Get the closest we can get without being there. Send them a video and a big note that says thank you and a 15 British pound donation to this really awesome animal shelter charity that he does work for all the time. So if you're interested, let me know, and I'll get the link somewhere without this video getting kicked offline. So anyway, guys, I'm going to hit upload. I'm going to eat a steak, and then I'm going to bed. See you guys tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving.